Another aspect of dedication is your ability to restrict yourself. You want to be successful. Your family wants you to be successful. Therefore, restrict yourself from the following during study time and class time: texting friends and family, gambling on the laptop, checking Facebook, studying for another class's examination, sleeping in, and sleeping in class. These are the things that do nothing for your future. Dedicate yourself to your education and manage your time, and success will be around the corner. When you dedicate yourself to your education, diversity takes you to the next level. There are two aspects to diversity: your ability to diversify your education and your willingness to accept diverse ideas. Diversifying your education means to acquire knowledge in every aspect of your existence. In other words, general education. Every aspect of what you need to accomplish here at Eastern is extremely important. Yes, your declared major is very important. However, the general education is vital to your lifelong education. Some have said that general education courses are a waste of time, and it is a way that the university gets its money. This is false. Why? General education courses such as weather and climate, sociology, economics, history, and music are what make humanity. These courses and disciplines do not exist in isolation, but interact with other bodies of knowledge. They are the components that make us all. They are the foundation of society. If general education were not important, we would lose the essential fabric that allows humans to advance in the future. We are life, and life requires knowledge of everything. These courses are designed to provide you with a foundation in lifelong learning skills such as pattern recognition and problem solving. They are not required as busy work, but an ultimate idea to provide you the possibility for advancement. Perhaps a person is competing for that job you want after graduation. Who gets the job? You do, because you understood the importance of a well-rounded education and have dedicated yourself to your future success. Diversity is also the acceptance of other opinions and ideas. We are all sponges. We absorb ideas and process those ideas. Having diverse ideas shows great intelligence and open-mindedness. Take in those different ideas. It's like tasting caviar. Most of us know what it is, but have never really tried it. Don't say you don't like caviar if you haven't tried it. Consider it. Try it. After you have, then you can decide for yourself if you like caviar. As we glide through life, we experience things along our path that influence our individual being and influence other lives we encounter. Knowledge does not necessarily come from books or college courses, but the experiences of everyday life. The daily events within our own lives shape who we are. The films we watch, the reality series we watch, the music we listen to sculpt the way our minds develop. However, our experiences are not simply restricted to the local environment, but weave in and out of the community we live, which influences the region, the nation, and even on a global scale. Even before our own existence, our experiences came from a long line of experiences spanning many decades and centuries. Therefore, we must continue to be diverse so that we continue making common sense decisions, not just for us, but also for the future generations that will inhabit this planet. Once we diversify ourselves, we become creative because we have opened our minds to new ideas and possibilities that we would not have had if we did not diversify ourselves. Creativity comes later, after a year or two at Eastern. It establishes your ability to think outside the box. You begin to ask questions that perhaps you have never considered. Your questions will begin to show signs of development and a desire to identify with your world view in a vast landscape of complex ideas. Don't be afraid to question your instructors. We want you to question us. We are lifelong students and want to be questioned. When students stop questioning what we know, progress stops. Creativity is the foundation of looking for new ideas about what and who we are. Never stop asking questions. When I was a child, I asked my mother millions of questions. She answered every one of those questions because she knew that if she didn't, she would hear the question repeated over and over and over again until she answered. When my family was asleep and I had a question, I sneaked to the bookshelf with a flashlight and opened the 1968 Encyclopedia Britannica to find the answer. Don't be afraid of asking questions. If you have a question, 10 others have that same question. So ask. If you cannot get an answer, do the research yourself during the light of day. Reach beyond that box and be creative, because the next step is to connect to what you are asking and getting answers to. Connecting to what you are learning here at Eastern is vital to your future, as it allows you to become more than a person that just knows basic information. We want you to connect to the ideas that we present. How does the information or experience relate to your personal life, your worldview? We are not here to manufacture graduates. At Eastern, the classroom is no longer a structure of walls, but a window into the world. We are dedicated to providing opportunities that allow you to experience the world. Your classes are designed to go beyond the confines of the textbook and apply theories and concepts to real-world situations so that you retain more of what you learn. You won't be sitting in calculus class or a physics class wondering, what does this have to do with anything? Because we want you to see how everything fits in the development of society. That is the whole idea behind connecting. How do these courses connect to you and your world? We are here to develop individuals that can think for themselves through dedication, diversification, and creativity. Connecting to what you learn as an individual makes you unique. Take the foundation of your courses and develop your own worldview through connecting to those ideas that might seem pointless. In 10 or 20 years, you will remember something from your courses while engaged in your career and quietly thank your professor. Once you have connected to those ideas presented to you by your experience here at Eastern, reflect upon those connections. Reflecting on the knowledge you have gained while at Eastern is the final component that makes you, you. Reflecting means to identify with what you have acquired and what it means to you as an individual. We are all different in mind and soul. When we reflect upon what we have acquired in knowledge, we move closer to that ultimate understanding of who we are as humans. In order to accomplish this phase in the framework of interactions, you must do all that is possible at Eastern. Take advantage of educational opportunities such as study abroad, social development, research, and get involved in your community. Travel to distant lands and learn about other cultures. Get involved in Habitat for Humanity. Join the EIU Recycling Club, sing in the university chorus, or play in the symphony orchestra. Take advantage of the opportunities EIU has to offer. While you engage in your academic community, reflect on those opportunities that will shape you and your future. This is the phase that begins your adult life. It is the foundation of your professional life. Take every advantage of this opportunity. Never quit. My grandmother was in her late 50s when she went to college to get her first degree. She never quit because she always said she could. She took every opportunity that she could because she wanted to experience life and the vast world that she lived in. If she were here today, she would say to you all that this is your time. It is your moment to grasp and take in all that you can set the future in motion. Dedicate yourself, diversify yourself, be creative, connect, and reflect to the world around you. Once you do all of these things, you will have achieved the ultimate goal of what it is to be EIU. We are EIU. It is a phrase that flows nicely out of the mouth. Join me. We are EIU. Again, we are EIU. Loudly.